Hi, I'm Evan Hitch with Southern Trust Realty.
And I'm Roberto Piñeiro with Home Sweet Home Financing.
We are starting a new podcast series here where we're going to share with you the home buying roadmap. We thought we put together this series because we know there's a lot of people who may be interested in buying their first home or second home or investment home, real estate in general, and not sure where to start. The focus of this podcast is going to be the home buying side and how we can work with you to help you achieve your goals.
Yeah, Evan, I'm excited for this podcast. I mean, we're already in 2025. There's still a lot of myths in regards to how to be able to help people get into a home. People are setting up new goals for this year. So I'm excited to be able to have this conversation with you and help answer any questions or doubts that people have.
Absolutely. Just a little bit about me. I am a native Texan. I was born in Sugar Land, Texas, and have lived in this area where I live in Richmond now, about 20 minutes from Sugar Land. And I've been in this area for a good portion of my life. That's kind of what makes me a real estate expert. You know, a lot of people say they're a real estate expert, but I can truly say that I know the streets of Fort Bend County like the back of my hand, and even beyond, because have lived in a lot of different corners of this city. I've lived in the Woodlands on the far north side. I've lived in Texas City down on the far south side, and Galveston actually. So I have been all over this city and have lived in it and can really speak to that. I'm a graduate of the University of Tennessee with an undergrad in hospitality. And the hospitality world has, in my background there, I did have a career where I was managing several hotels for a while. And that has also allows me to take great care of my clients. You know, I understand service first, and I really have that ingrained into my business. And I like to partner with people who are like minded that have the same vision and service. To give a little plug for Roberto here, we'll hear more about that, I'm sure, in a minute from him. But I've been in real estate for about 13 years now, and 12 of that was in the multifamily commercial space. So I have done the multi-million dollar transactions where we're buying or selling an apartment community, an office building, a strip center. We developed, so I know construction. I've built the apartment community, the office building, and the strip center. So all of that experience has really laid a great foundation and path for me to help homeowners or home buyers to purchase a home, because I understand contracts. I understand what's in them and what needs to be done. I also have an MBA from the University of, from LSU. I, um, I, and I mentioned that just because my strong business acumen flows through everything that I do. I'm business minded, goal oriented, and here to work for my clients. And all of this, makes me not your average realtor and makes me a good realtor for my clients.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's really exciting, Evan. Yeah, and I'm also excited to be able to work with you. And that history, that background, it's important, especially with getting to know your community and being able to help those in your community. So, congrats. Well, a little bit about me, just to kind of piggyback off of that. My name is Roberto Piñeiro. I'm the owner of Home Sweet Home Financing. And believe it or not, this year in 2025, I actually have 20 years doing mortgages. I started in five way back in the day. A lot has changed for the better. So the majority of the time that I was working doing mortgages, I was working more on what we call the retail side. So I would work for like a bank directly for that bank and offer that bank's products. And so I learned a lot. Every bank has their process. Every bank has their guidelines on what they allow. A lot of people who are purchasing a home, they're not familiar with that, but every bank has their type of client that kind of fits what they're looking for. And not all banks can help all people. And so as I've continued to just kind of see the different banks and just what they offer. You start to learn that along the way. So in 2023, believe it or not, I decided to leave the retail side, and I decided to open my own broker shop. And this was a huge milestone for me because instead of just being able to offer one bank's products, now I'm able to offer 20 different banks' products to my clients. And it allows me to really understand my clients' financial situation and find the right bank that can help with what they're looking for. For example, not everybody has perfect credit. Not everybody works a W-2 paying job. There's plenty of clients that, have either a self-employed income or they have not the best credit. Now I have banks that can work with those types of clients. And so it just allows me to be able to service my clients better. I'm also from Dallas, just not too far from you, Evan. I was born in Dallas, but I was raised everywhere. I've lived all over Texas, from San Antonio to the DFW area, Port Lavaca, Texas, believe it or not. That's between Houston and
Yeah.
Corpus, about 30 minutes south of Victoria, Texas. So I'm familiar with that area. I'm licensed to do mortgages in the whole state of Texas. So it doesn't matter where you're at in Texas, in Lubbock, to the DFW area, to the Houston area, to down south to the McAllen area. I can help you with your mortgage needs. I've recently relocated from Texas to Florida, and now I'm in Tampa, just north of Tampa, a city called Wesley Chapel. And that's where my wife and we reside. But I'm still active. I'm still doing a ton of business in the state of Texas. Love the state of Texas. Will always love the state of Texas. So now I'm getting to know Florida, this market, and looking to get settled in this area as well. So just like you, I'm well rounded. I'm fluent in English and Spanish, and that allows me to be able to service not just our English speaking clients, but also our Hispanic community, which I feel is, I don't want to say underserved, but there's definitely a lot of room for growth to help the Hispanic community understand, what it is to purchase their home, what programs are available for them, and how we can service that market as well. So I'm excited, man. It's nice to be here with you.
Yeah, I'm excited to kick this off and help those who are looking for help and maybe don't know where to get started. I think, there's just a good number of people that know they should probably not rent forever, or that they, maybe want to make a change with their real estate. And we're here to help them, and they hope that they are able to take something away from these discussions and get them toward their goals.
Yeah, this is so we'll be starting off this series just as a brief introduction and introducing ourselves to everybody. But we're also going to kind of give you guys the whole roadmap through this series, right, Evan? We're just going to start off with, you know, getting to know us, but then we're going to jump into, well, the mortgage pre-approval process. What's all involved with that? How does somebody become pre-approved to be able to purchase their home? And then from there, we'll jump into, well, now that you're pre-approved, now what? What's the next steps? How does Evan, as a realtor, play a part in that? And what are the next steps? So we hope that you guys find this informative. We want this to be informative. We want to be able to educate and definitely answer a lot of the questions, debunk the myths that people have about purchasing a home and what's involved. And we hope that you guys enjoy this content.
Absolutely. And if you have any questions along the way, or would like some more information about our services and what we provide, we'll make sure that we have those notes, those our contact information in the notes, so that you can reach out to us.
Well, cool. Let's kick this off, and we'll see you on the next series, and we'll go from there.
Thank you.